What up, y'all? It's your boy with the master plan. That's right, me, Peppy C. And I want to thank you guys and introduce you guys to Dope Sports FC. That's right, this is our first episode of Dope Sports FC on Dope Sports TV right here on YouTube. The only place you're going to be able to catch this stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is not your regular soccer show, not your regular football show. For all my lads out there in Europe that are going to be watching this, I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart right now, because I know you guys are going to be watching, because this is not your regular show. This here is to help you guys with your parlays, me giving you the insight and oversight that I see on the game to help you guys with your parlays and what picks to stay away from, because sometimes we think we know it all and we really don't. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. And I got a question for you guys before we start. You think Man City, if they didn't have Aaron Haaland, would they be still dominating Europe and the Premier League and Champions League the way they're doing? You're going to find my answer next. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave your answers on the comments below. And what can I say? If you got them shits, if you ain't got them shits rolled, get the roll of them shits. And if you roll them shits, get the light in them shits. Because we got an episode of Dope Sports FC. Let's go. Now, once again, thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Now, first game on the marquee, Man City versus Tottenham. Both teams having an extremely good start to the Premier campaign. But Spurs look like injuries, especially the one to Madison, it's taking its toll on them. They're fifth right now. When they were once one in the league, and to me, I still think they could win the league. I think they are going to win the league, with Sung now being the captain and Harry Kane not being there. You could tell on the team there's a whole different vibe, especially Ange there and with his system. Tottenham is an exciting. It's an exciting time to be a Tottenham fan. Let's just be honest, guys. But now we got the big dogs, Man City. One question I want to ask everybody: if they didn't have Haaland, would they still be as dominant? Pep Guardiola's system, it worked on La Liga. It's working here in the Premier League, and they almost have a chance to be back-to-back UEFA champions, UEFA League champions. So Champions League, they got a chance to go back-to-back. So we got to think about that. Is it the coach? Is it the player? I think in soccer, if you implement the right system and the right discipline with the players having the right discipline, anything can happen on the pitch, and you can be very successful. Now, on your parlays, I'm going to go with a draw. I think this is going to be a big game. Both teams going to come out on all cylinders, ready to go. But I think Haaland and Sung, they cancel each other out. And when I look on the pitch, other than Bernardo Silva, there's not another player that really separates both teams. So I'm going to go with a draw. Other than that, you want to go with a safer bet, you might as well go Man City. I mean, as dominant as they are. Then they got the young kid Doku. The kid is, he's gonna be a star. Everybody's got their eyes on him and Vinny, because they're both gonna be outstanding players. They have great quality. But sticking to the game, parlay wise, I'm gonna go with a draw, and I think you guys should too. Now, lads, next game on the bill, Chelsea, Brighton. Not gonna lie to you guys, been a Chelsea supporter since 2001, and I will be a Chelsea supporter all my life. But I am not happy with the rebuild. This rebuilding process, this is not us. This is not the Blues. This is not what we do. We got spoiled with Abramovich. We really did. We really did. Don't know what the new owners are trying to do. It doesn't look like they're trying to look for an identity, but it looks like they still haven't found it. And I mean, we have some great young players, but it's not what we need right now. I'm sorry. And I don't know what Pochettino's trying to do. I think Pochettino's trying to get a feel for everyone, see who he wants to keep, see who he wants to add, because the roster sometimes stays the same, and then sometimes it changes due to injury. But I also think he's trying certain things out, certain players out, see who mess with who. But I'm not a happy guy right now with what we're going through at Chelsea. We should be in that top four. We should be playing for Champions League. We should be in Champions League. And we don't got none of that right now. But it's okay. Hopefully we can fix it. Right now, we're not so high on the league. We're like 10th in the league. And we have a big game against Brighton. And shout out to Brighton. When you're a small club, you want to be like Brighton. Shout out to Graham Potter for building that up the way he built it up. And now, look at them. They're in Europa League. They're about 7th, 8th on the table. And they got a chance to even still go for top 4 and play in Champions League next year. That's a great feat for that club. Now, sticking to the game, parlay-wise, even though I like my Blues, we're not as strong as Brighton, and we're not together as Brighton. So in this one, I'm going to go with the favorites, and I'm going to go with Brighton. Not going to lie to you, I might make 2 parlays and put Chelsea on another ticket, because we have been lately playing up to high standards. So, hopefully it continues. I'm hoping Pochettino can get us back in the Champions League play, Europa League play, where we're supposed to be, and start bringing in some players that are ready to wear the blue uniform. Because some of those players, I don't think they need to be there, or they have that Chelsea mentality, Chelsea blood. So it's a different club. That club is not for everyone. We even brought Joao Felix and it didn't work out. And Joao Felix is an amazing player. So it takes the right player to wear that blue. And the rebuild process is going to take a lot longer than what the supporters want. So on your parlay, go with Brighton. I mean, they're playing beautifully. Sully March and the rest of those boys. It's Stubian on defense. They're looking great, guys. So go with Brighton on the parlay. You want to get your money back, go with Brighton. On to and now we're back, lads. It's time to talk about the third and last final game on the marquee, on the bill. Well, I think you guys should put on your parlay and make some money. And it's going to be an entertaining game. Newcastle United versus Manchester United. Big storylines in both teams. Newcastle United in Champions League. They're doing great. That's great for that club. When that club was at the bottom of the league, almost being relegated about three years behind. So they got a new set of owners. And those owners are investing their money, and they're going to get a cup. They're going to get a cup, either the Premier League Championship or the Champions League trophy. Either or, they're having a great season, having great players. They got they got Cullen Wilson, 7 goals, up there with Song and Haaland. That's the type of striker you need when you want to be successful in a league like this. You got to put up goals. Unlike Man United right now, struggling. Bruno Fernandes, leading goal scorer for them in the Premier League with 3. Marcus Rashford, their big dog, with only 2. That's not going to get it done when you want to win a Premier League championship. You got to have a big, strong boy up there up front in the pitch. And they got to score. He got to be able to, he has to have that clinical finish skill that a Ronaldo has, that that a Isak has. Look at Isak with about 7 goals himself. So you gotta have a player with that finish, with that clinical mentality, like a Benzema, like a you know those type of finishers. You gotta have those type of guys, like a Didier Drogba, like a Diego Costa when Chelsea had Diego Costa. Haaland, um, uh, Gabriel Jesus. What's going on over there in Arsenal? You gotta have a clinical finisher up front, because if not, you're gonna be bottom of the league. Look at the kid Ollie Watkins. Look at what Ollie Watkins is doing to the league and helping his club get to where they at. So you gotta have a good guy up front. Now, Man United, I believe Ten Hag can get it together. Eric Ten Hag, he's not a slouch. He had Ajax having all those good seasons with Ajax. Right now, it just they hit a bump on the road, a big bump on the road. Anthony didn't help him out. Kept doing what he did, being in the news for what he's been in the news for. But I think they could turn it around. He's gonna have to turn it around, because if not, the leash over there is very, very short. The leash in the Old Trafford is very, very short. So on this game, on your parlays, I'm gonna go with Newcastle United. Newcastle United have a way stronger team than what's over there at Man United. And I really want to see Newcastle do well. I want to see Newcastle in the top four. I want to see maybe Newcastle holding that trophy. They deserve it. Being on the bottom and doing all the investing they're doing, and it's coming back. Their return is coming back beautifully. It's those are the stories you want to see on football. Nobody wants to see the same old Man City, Man United, Barca, Real Madrid dominating, even though that's tradition. It's good to see the underdogs build something from the bottom and, finishing it, holding trophies. So that was the third and final game on the bill. One thing I want to ask, like I said in the beginning, it's a very important question. Is it the player or is it the system? If Haaland wasn't in Man City, would Man City still be dominating as they were? I mean, for the last couple years they have. They had Bernardo Silva, they had Kevin De Bruyne, they had Riyad Mahrez, they had Raheem Sterling, they had Gabriel Jesus. But even though these players are still having success on other teams, is it really the system? So, I mean, Pep Guardiola, he was doing his thing in Barca, but again, had Messi. So, that's a good question. I think sometimes it depends. If you look at what's going on in Chelsea, I don't think they should have let go of Tuchel, because we're still paying for it. And when Tuchel was there, the system he was running got us a Champions League trophy, and we were in the top four competing. Now we're not even in European play. So that's something we should all think about. Leave your answers in the comment below. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe. Please let everyone know what's the new hip show in London in football. Dope Sports FC on Dope Sports TV. Your boy Peppy C. God bless everybody. Stay safe.